What up? It's your boy Nickel Nine. Um, I didn't want to make a video about this Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit until all the shit went down. But let's talk about it. It got bad for your boy Drake. It got real bad, so bad that uh, it's over. The Drake wave is over, and I'm happy. You know, it's probably the most happiest times I ever had in hip hop in a while because I got tired of the kids bop music. I got tired of you know hearing people call this man the best this, the best that when he don't even write his raps. He don't write his raps, and you'll see all the Drake fans. They'll circle around the fact of him not writing his own music. So one thing that Kendrick touched on is, he a master manipulator. He's a liar, you know. But what's worse is his fans lie just as much as he do. You get what I'm saying? His fans even lie just as much as he do. And what I mean by that, every time something came up in this battle, and they would just lie. They would make up lies and shit. Like uh, when Kendrick Lamar, touched on what everybody know that this nigga has ghostwriters. Drake fans, oh, Kendrick got ghostwriters too. No, the fuck he don't. Kendrick got ghostwriters. No, he don't. So they would just make up lies. Drake's a pedophile. Kendrick beats his wife. No, he don't. You know. And then when they got fed the false info, uh, they was so hype about Family Matters. They was so hyped to talk about Kendrick Lamar's dirt on how he beat his wife when it was false info. The nigga came here trying to dig up dirt on Kendrick Lamar, and the niggas from the hood played it. Like, this fucking goof. Free money. Free money. So, shout out to them niggas doing that. Send this nigga back to Canada, where the fuck he belong, you know? Uh, but let's touch on these fans, though. When receipts come out about this nigga fucking with minors, they don't have nothing to say. They'll sit here and talk about, oh, these is just allegations. So, do you sit around a nigga who is alleged a pedophile? Do you be around this nigga? Do you be around somebody that is an alleged rat or an alleged snitch? This is how bad people get caught up in idolizing. They get caught up in idolizing because they will disregard all the foul and immoral shit this person do, even if the receipts are given. You get what I'm saying? So when you see a person kissing on 17-year olds, you 30, you sliding in 16-year olds DMs and stuff like that. This is a predator, man. And if like when you got kids, especially a daughter, you don't allow this type of energy around you. You don't allow your kids to even listen to this nigga's music. You don't do none of that stuff. But what you'll see is these people that's defending him, they know different than the people that defend P. Diddy, R. Kelly, Mystical. They always want to try to give you some conspiracy theory of like, oh, they trying to take this person down. It's the Illuminati. All these instead of looking at the person direct. So if anybody know me, I always felt this about this nigga. You get what I'm saying? Energy travels. 85% of communication is nonverbal. You don't have to be around a person to basically peep their energy or peep what type of person they are because energy travels. You can pick up shit on how a motherfucker talk the way that they perceive themselves, the way that the words they choose, and the things that they say. You can kind of peep a person's personality without having to be in a room with them. That's when you can sense energy and you can sense body language. You can sense all these things and without having to know a person personally. So when I used to just listen to some of the stuff he used to say in these interviews, even back in the past, also being a person that don't even come from urban black culture or any of that, but watching that person use black people to market their self. This is what a culture vulture is. When you don't come from the culture and you're trying to basically find somebody that's from the hood so you can leech off their hoodness. I know a person that did this back in the day, so I know exactly the shit that was going on of people doing this. Back then we used to have this. We had this artist, and this artist we had the same manager, kind of. He was like our kind of like our manager or whatever. So the manager wanted to put him around me and Guns to basically validate his street cred, you know. But this was a non-street nigga. So what they used to do was they would put, us in the same settings together to so he can verify, the same shit Drake doing. You get what I'm saying? I known a person that had to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far fetched for me. You know, you don't if you don't believe me, go ask Guns. Guns will tell you the same thing. If anybody don't know what I'm talking about, Mino Guns, shout out to Mino Guns. But yeah, we had to have a person placed around us to verify their street cred. You know what I mean? And that's when a person don't come from the culture. They have, but they're trying to pick up on the culture stuff that you do, because that's the type of music that they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of stuff that in this beef that I feel as though Drake fans just won't accept defeat. They won't accept that there's no bouncing back from this. Um, but I seen it all before. I seen this all before. So it's like a lot of the people even if they come from my age bracket of hip hopness, some of them just not aware that like there's no coming back after certain things. You know, you still gonna have your little fans and stuff like that, but not the max that you used to be. Ja Rule still got fans, but Ja Rule's run was decimated. You know what I'm saying? It was decimated, and this is one of the like like the Jay-Z and Nas beef. None of their careers was ended over it. Jay-Z still had his supporters. Nas still had his supporters, and even though niggas deemed Jay-Z as the loser of that battle, it didn't really affect Jay-Z like that. You know what I'm saying? It probably affected his pride and shit, taking the L, but um there wasn't like shit exposed to the fact where it's like, oh no, I'm removing myself away from this person. So I'm even seeing, some Drake fans removing themselves from Drake. It's the other stragglers that's still there. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to die hard because they going to keep. They don't want to seem like they wrong. They don't want to seem like they picked the losing side. But like I said, time going to tell, because when when the summer get here, you already know what's going to happen. I'm already telling people before it happened. You already know what's going to happen. When the summer get here, Drake's going to try to make his run, but it's not going to be no space. You got Kendrick Lamar dropping the album. Everybody's going to rush to that first. Then you got Eminem dropping the album. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm hearing Pusha T about to drop it. I'm hearing like a lot of the people that don't fuck with Drake, their albums drop this summer. So it's like there's no room for you. There's no room for you. So I know even in their albums, they're just going to pick at the body. they're gonna pick at the remaining pieces that's left of Drake. They're celebrating. You know what I'm saying? They're celebrating, but also the shit that's exposed in this shit is so fucking uh bad. Like the pedophile shit, the sex trafficking shit, that alone, that alone is a issue. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you a father, you got kids, especially if you're a father that got daughters. Anytime the word pedophile pop up, your eyes should be open and alert. You get what I'm saying? And you gonna know, you're gonna know the energy amongst, these weird people that keep supporting Drake allegations. Like it's like, oh, they're allegations. That it hasn't been. It's a lot of shit that don't get proven. That don't mean that it ain't happened, nigga. But it's a lot of shit that you can see already before a proof is even have to be thrown on the table. You get what I'm saying? Um, I put you. I guess people don't want to, like I said, don't want to be on the losing side of shit. But your morals is in place when you're defending a pedophile, a deadbeat dad. Like, I my father wasn't in my life. So I made it my duty to be active in my kid's life. You get what I'm saying? The best way that I can, you know. And I try hard. Being a father is not easy when you're not, you don't live in the same household as some of your kids. So all three of my kids, they live back east. But I make sure that I'm interacting in their life, as much as I can, even though I'm on the West Coast and they're on the East Coast. Like I talk to my boys almost every day. I fly over and make sure that I'm at important shit. When they call for cash, here you go. You know, but uh, it's weird to see that people was back in a situation of a person that's alleged a pedophile. So if this person can lie about kids that he got, there's no telling what else the nigga lying about. But if you keep believing liars, then you you just as guilty as charged because you believe the last lie. You believe this lie. You probably gonna believe the next lie. So you're responsible for believing all these fucking lies that this nigga keep telling. But this is a pivotal moment in music because you got the younger people in high school, you got the younger people in middle school that's looking at this and they are on it. They on it. What I mean on it is they rocking with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? They rocking with Kendrick. I'm hearing stories about my kids in school, Chan Ovi Ho. You know what I'm saying? Freaky ass nigga, you a 6'9" god. Niggas is screaming that shit in high school. But this is going to birth the new age of lyricism of young artists. That's why I'm more so happy about the Victor Kendrick Lamar and this shit. Because the new generation that's coming up, they're gonna be different than this generation. They're gonna be focused on lyricism. They're gonna be writing their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they seen what the loser hold. They see that the loser had ghost writers. Oh nah, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? They saying that the loser was always singing these kids bop melodies. Oh nah, we not doing none of that. We gonna make some substance shit like Kendrick Lamar. You get what I'm saying? So it's I'm more excited for the up and coming artists that's seeing this shit, that's absorbing, you know, pop versus hip hop, the fake wannabe hip hop versus the real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all we need is real R&B to come back, and we good. You know what I'm saying? We get some real R&B back, we'll be straight. But uh, This is going to spark the next generation's mindset when it comes to hip hop. You know, they're gonna be writing, they gonna be crafting. They ain't gonna be out here, you know, with this. I call it kids pop music that's out, you know, that's running the world right now. But it's all that's over. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be able to write some entendres. You're gonna have to be able to write some metaphors because that's what's going to be in the next couple years. It's coming back to lyricism. You know what I mean? And you know, I couldn't be more happier than removing the fake Milli Vanilli version of hip hop and placing back the real hip hop shit with real substance, with real content. You know what I mean? Some shit that you gotta re-dissect over and over again because you missed it the first time. So to me, like anytime you got music that you have to re-dissect again and again because it flew over your head, that's that good. That's that good. If you give me some shit I'm only high for 10 minutes, nigga, that's just some dirt. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick Lamar been supplying that fire. Don't be surprised if this is put into colleges and like strategies of competition and stuff like that. Don't be surprised if Kendrick Lamar shit wind up in colleges and being dissected the same way Nas shit is in Harvard or the way the shit Jay-Z shit is at the Brooklyn Library and shit like that. Don't be surprised. You know what I mean? Because it was a master class. It's the word we use in the boxing community, the master class. You know, Kendrick showed a master class from track 1 to track 5. I like how he warned this nigga multiple times. You don't want to go here. He left codes and stuff in there. And then the crazy part about it is he had 5 more tracks ready to go. It got so bad that they had to call the motherfuckers upstairs like, yo, please don't drop no more. Please don't drop no more. We get it. We will pull the plug on this shit. It's over. We get it. Please don't drop 5 more. So when I heard that, it took me back to what he said. How many do I got in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. That's 10. The nigga had 10 tracks ready to go. 10 tracks ready to go. And they was saying that was the 5 tracks we got was just a jab. I'm like, what? Just a jab. If that's just a jab, I don't even want to hear the rest because I know it's going to get worse and bad for Bull. I don't. It's like watching a murder right there. You know what I'm saying? But to all the Drake fans and shit, you know, I know that's your guy, but y'all support a pedophile. Y'all support a deadbeat dad. Y'all support a culture vulture. Y'all support a liar. But y'all support a nigga that don't write his raps. But y'all will say some negative shit about Kendrick Lamar. What is there negative to say about Kendrick Lamar? What perception? Even the perception that y'all tried to throw on Kendrick Lamar, oh, he beat his wife, it was false information. It was false information, right? Tell no lies about me, won't tell the truth about you. Then he kept warning that nigga. He kept warning him. He kept warning him. And when you actually go back and listen to now that it's all over, you be like, damn. He kept trying to tell him. He kept trying to tell him. And being fed false information, it exposed him because it's like you went in the hood looking for dirt when you're not a hood nigga. You went in the hood looking for shit and you not even. Of course they was going to beat you. What? He want information on what? How much you offering? Oh yeah, tell him such and such, such and such. And you so thirsty, you come out the pocket 150 that the hood just came up off you. This is crazy. Like, you know, I'm sitting here on my timeline on Facebook, and you got the Drake stragglers. They still trying to just they still trying it, but you know it's not working. Um, the world know the first of all, Not Like Us is one of the biggest records in the world. I seen them try to post that a fake post that said Dream reclaims the streaming. No, that was fake. That was some fake uh Drake fan putting that up there. Not Like Us is still banging, still spinning #1 on Spotify, iTunes, fucking YouTube, whatever. If the nigga passed Taylor Swift, you know what I'm saying? It's hard as hell to pass Taylor Swift when it comes to numbers. You get what I'm saying? If you out here passing Taylor Swift, you done as a hip hop artist, you have done your just due. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very hard as a person being in the hip hop niche to outnumber a pop artist. It's like, this generation really don't understand the difference. So we wasn't comparing Jay-Z numbers to Michael Jackson numbers. Like they're not even in the same thing. You get what I'm saying? But now that's what you have. You'll have, the pop guy, numbers being compared to a hip hop number guy. It's like, of course pop sells. Pops is like the most biggest mainstream niche, you know. That's where all you get all your edited, you get all your, your casual music listeners. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's going to be is going to be there. But when you a person that's in a specific niche like hip hop, in one of those genre R&B or I'm trying to think of like some other genre like alternative, uh, punk rock, it's hard for those genres to be pop because pop is just about popularity. It's not about who's actually has the greatest music. It's about who's more popular. So when it comes to popularity, of course you're going to have Drake probably up there as popular. He started as in the Degrassi. You had Degrassi followers that was into that shit spill over to when he created himself as an artist. Not to mention, you're from another country, Canada. You're using all these inflated numbers, which Pusha T said, to sell records when it's not based off the actual music. But anywho, I just wanted to touch on the Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation because I wanted to wait till everything was over. So shout out to everybody that support real music. Shout out to everybody that support hip hop music. I'm also an artist myself. I go by Nickel Nine, Nikkle, and the number nine. You can find me on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, all major streaming platforms. My album's out now, Calavania. Working on Calavania Part 2 right now. So stay locked in. The Posse, Underground Posse, UGP. Nickel 9 signing out.